Today's video is brought to you by Grey Viking Games. Click the link in the description below to buy MTG Arena codes for cosmetics, packs, and more. Hey, what's up everyone? My name is Jeff, and today we're going to have some fun playing Magic, and we are playing some Absorb Identity today. So Absorb Identity, I am so excited for this card. I was definitely undervaluing it when I was first reading it, and now I'm looking at like, holy crap, this can be a completely busted deck with Absorb Identity. So 2 mana instant, return target creature to its owner's hand. That can be any creature, and then so that could be their creature, our creature, whatever. You may have shapeshifters you control become copies of that creature until end turn. So as long as it's not a legendary, unless we only have like 1 or 2 creatures, and that's just like we need a Vorinclex to win the game, we can bounce their Vorinclex and we can swing in, you know, with one of them and win games. So like we can do that. It's gonna be fine. But Absorb Identity, basically we want to hit something good, something that is better power and toughness than all our creatures, which 1/1, 1/3. You know, it's not looking like it's gonna be that difficult to get our shapeshifters a little bit better than what we've got here. Like turning him into an Elder Gargaroth. So that's kind of the idea we want to go for here, is we want to have the ability to get out a bunch of our shapeshifters, survive the early game, play Absorb Identity onto Gargaroths, onto like a feline sovereign, to turn them all into cats, which by the way, this is also a lord for all of our stuff anyway, so I felt like it was just a good thing to have in here. A mammoth, which bounces the mammoth back to hand, so we have a land to play, put it deck down, everything becomes 5/5s. So we can do some pretty busted things with this. We also have Brazen Bar, just because the one issue that shapeshifters have is they don't have a very powerful early game, so we needed to bring in Brazen Bar to have something to bounce in the early game. Also giving everything flying can be pretty nice, hidden for, you know, 12 points of damage. That might just be enough to win the game. We also have Bear's Lit Jar, which just turns all of our shapeshifters into 4/4, so it's not like we need to have one of these creatures out to absolutely win. We have an alternative method of doing it, you know. So this is actually, I'm really hyped to see how well this does. I haven't tested this one out yet. I'm really excited to jump into it, but this is the idea of the deck. So I'm going to be changing up my intros a little bit. I'm going to give you guys the idea of the deck first off, and then I'm going to dive into the deep dive. If you guys want to skip ahead to gameplay, this is typically when people are kind of skipping through anyway. Links down below to be able to skip into gameplay for the timestamp. It's also on the time bar. But real quick, just make sure that you guys hit the like button, subscribe, all that stuff. It definitely helps, and I appreciate very much. And yeah, let's go ahead and dive into the deep dive of this deck. All right, so why do we have each of these pieces? Again, we need to have 2 drops in this deck, and so Guardian Gladewalker, I'm not sure, is an amazing card. Getting counters onto it and then having like Bear's Lit Jar turn it into a 5/5 instead of a 4/4 actually is pretty good. You know, putting on that counter onto anything as well keeps it alive. Getting over the 3 toughness into 4 toughness does stop Frostbites from killing right now, you know, and so that can protect our Realm Walker, our Mass Vandal, anything that just gives a little bit more protection. And so I do like Guardian Gladewalker. I could see having a full playset here, but is it better than all of our 3 drops? And we have a ton of 3 drops in this deck, and I'm just not sure. I'm not sure if it is. I needed to bring in something else to help control the early game. Brazen Bar is the perfect card for that, to help us tempo out, get an extra land onto the battlefield so that we can get up to 3 of our creatures, you know, have it slow the board down a little bit more, and then Absorb Identity, you know, bouncing something of theirs, turning all of our stuff into you know, whatever we want it to be, win games. That is the dream. That is the goal. That's what we want to do. So that's kind of our early game here. I think is pretty good. Mass Vandal is great. Whenever it enters the battlefield, you may exile a creature card from your graveyard. So we have to have creatures have already died. We don't have any real ways to be milling, but this is a really good turn play just because it's a 1/3. It's a changeling. I can get pumped from our Feline Sovereign. We just need changelings out for Bear's Lit Jar, Absorb Identity. So it's good. This will most likely survive even through blocking some stuff. And then if you do exile something from graveyard, then you can exile target artifact, enchantment, and opponent control. So this is actually really good removal for us, because there's a lot of enchantments even on creatures, Doom Foretold, all those kind of stuff. As long as we have something dead and in the graveyard, a creature that we can exile, then this will become a really good removal spell for us. And so this is one of our best shapeshifters. Absolutely love this card. Yeah, it's really fantastic and good here. Again, we talked about Brazen Bar. I think it's just a necessary that we need something to be bouncing and doing stuff in the early game. I could also see like Unsummon coming into the deck because we have Orvar, that maybe we take out like Mythos of Luna, Giant's Grasp, but I wanted to have a chance to play some of these other interesting cards here. But Orvar, whenever you cast an instant or sorcery spell, if it targets 1 or more other permanents you control, create a token that's a copy of one of those permanents. So having an Unsummon can be really nice. We already get that ability ability kind of with Azure Identity, so I decided not to do it. Brazen Bar can only target their stuff, which would be nice to be able to kind of have something like that that can bounce our stuff too. So Mythos of Luna, Giant's Grasp, these are cards that I think have the ability to change the whole flow. So this says 4 mana, enchant a giant that you control. So Mass Vandal, something that is already a giant, something that's maybe protected a little bit better, an Orvar, something that has become a giant. Our Bloodline Pretenders can actually become really, really big at times as well. And then whenever it enters the battlefield, you can control target non-land permanents. So we can take control of, whatever, an ECD that's about to go off, and we can take a creature out of our deck, our library, or our graveyard, excuse me. And as long as Giant's Grasp remains on the battlefield. So as long as our creature that we put this onto, our giant that we put it onto, survives, there definitely is downside, but it's kind of similar to like an Akroan War. It's just Akroan War, sometimes it's like easier to not have enchantments die, but the whole point of this is that it can just turn the swing for 2 turns for us, which sometimes that's all you need to actually win a game. Mythos of Luna, kind of same type of thing. We're already wanting to be able to copy other people's stuff. Mythos of Luna lets us copy other people's stuff, or our good stuff, our Elder Gargaroth, whatever. Having Orvar, we can end up making 2 copies of a Gargaroth, and that's fantastic. 2 copies of Felian Sovereign, even not that bad. Mammoths, Brazen Bars, and yeah, we definitely don't have the bestest of things, but we're trying to take advantage of opponent playing good stuff as well. And this also lets us copy Ugins or other things that they play. So Mythos, I think, is just kind of a necessity for us to be able to go into late game stuff and play better things. So we're going to try it out. I can definitely see us playing in, like, because Ultimatum deck is still a big deal, we probably ought to be playing some number of negates, things like that. Again, where I'm trying to throw in fun instead of exactly the most powerful of things. And so if you guys want to look at some other options, I would definitely look at some other fun ways to go with that kind of stuff. So anyway, that's just how it goes. All right, so Mammoths, Realmwalkers. Realmwalker looks at the top of our library. And anytime we can cast spells from the top of the thing. So we have to choose the right creature type for this one, and we're hoping that we just kind of pick the right one. We don't really want to put Fairy or Rogue on this one because I'm not wanting to cast those. The nice thing is whatever we choose, we're going to be able to cast any of our changelings. So we already have, however many creatures that we're going to hit off the top of our deck as a possibility. And so that's at least nice that we have a really high chance of anything we choose. And we want to choose either Mammoth or Gargaroth, I think, are the 2 main things. And it just depends on how much mana we have, or Elephant, sorry, not Mammoth, Elephant or Gargaroth or Beast. That's awkward. Yeah, Beast or Elephant. That's a good thing to remember. Otherwise, I would have forgotten anyway. But anyway, so that's good there. Same thing with Bloodline Pretender. We want to choose one of those ones to be able to have this. Probably on Beast, because Elder Gargaroth can also make Beast. If we end up copying everything into a Beast, or a lot of things, we can have that just like enter and have a lot of Beasts hit the battlefield, and that can be good stuff. So yeah, good things in general. In fact, that's what we could do. We could actually bounce back Elder Gargaroth for 2 mana, play Bloodline Pretender for 3 mana after that, because we're probably going to be playing it on turn 6 or something like that anyway. Don't have enough to replay an Elder Gargaroth, but then all the beasts enter the battlefield. This gets massive, and we suddenly have another 5/5 or 6/6 to be hitting in with as well. So Bloodline Pretender kind of in here for that value, where we can still have it do lots of good stuff. I'm going to cut 1 copy though and throw in a negate, just because I do think that we're going to need a negate here and there. Mystical Dispute or something like that could be good to you, but negate is kind of the thing. We can hold it up, and it'll be nice to have some interaction. We will win more games because we have that now, I think, than not. So there we go. Mythos of Luna, again, we were talking about it. Orvar, awesome. We can do some fun stuff. If people are discarding our hand, we can at least make a copy of an Orvar, or yes, whenever a spell or ability opponent controls cause you to discard this card, create a token that's a copy of target permanent. So we just copy any target permanent, which that can be a land for us, that can be anything. So we can get ramp, we can get some value for someone discarding it, which is kind of nice. Anyway, so that's the deck pretty much. Let's go ahead and jump into the gameplay now. I don't want to beat this completely down, but I hope that gives you guys a little bit more information for those that are newer to the decks or newer to this kind of stuff, that haven't seen a lot of these cards before. Now you know, and here we go. All right, I'm against Gia Combo and Mulligan. Need a 2-drop. There's a 2-drop. A lot of slow lands, but Failed Passages, that's kind of fine. Let's drop Pretender. Yeah, let's drop Pretender. Mammoth tapped here. So an untapped land, so we can go Gladewalker into Bears, or another 2-drop would be amazing. right, Guardian. Counter. Pass the turn. Untapped land. Great stuff. 2-drop. Amazing stuff. Not an untapped land. Makes everything else untapped, though. Having a mammoth to use with Absorb Identity is part of the thing we're wanting to do, right? Alright, we don't have to fire that off just yet, so we're going to hold off. Pass the turn. Veto. You turn everything into a veto, guys. Now, yeah, they don't swing in. I was going to say, like, they might be able to swing in just to gain 2 life, deal 2 points of damage, 3 points of damage, but yeah, not yet. So clerics, not quite clerics. Could just bounce this just to bounce it. Yeah, I passed my turn. Bear's Lit Jar, that's a good way to kill a veto as well. This would be a good turn to play Mammoth if I had something else to be playing. But for now, yeah, we'll just play this out. Pass the turn. I will hold off on firing it off because we can make a Mammoth really big. Make all of the Mammoths really big. Ooh. With 2 Fable Passages. Ooh. 2 turns and we can have like 3 9/9s. Alright. Rude. Why not kill this? I mean, okay. Sounds great. I meant to not do this. Oops. Oh well. I wouldn't mind just having Gargaroth off the top. Thinning a deck can be nice. Alright, Pretender on Elephant. I want to hold on to a Fable Passage. Sure. I mean, we only have 5 drops to play, right? So it's all good. Pass the turn. Yeah, Fable passes, grabs the white source so they can use Castle Ardenvale. Only 2 cards left in hand. Luris. That's a good card left. Bears. It's also nice. All right, play out the Mammoth. Pass the turn. Revitalize. Gain some life. We take some damage. Archine's Vessel. Man, I'd love to have another smaller creature right now. We can kill a bunch of stuff that doesn't really stop everything too much. Bear's Lit Jar is the best play. Everything becomes 4/4 on the next turn. This will become really big. I could throw out Failed Passage and swing in with one of these guys, because now we have a decent defense. They just block with Arching's Vessel, bring it back, right? So then I could bounce it. Actually, that's what we want to have happen. And then I could bounce it and turn all of our guys into Arching's Vessel demons. All right, let's do it. We're doing it. Swing, swing. Oh, they can get protection here, right? Oh well. I could bounce the Luris in response to them sacking something. Or the Archangel. Alright, whatever. They got us on that one. It's fine. I should have just swung it with the Costume Mammoth. That was a misplay. Oh, they didn't use All-Seed. They waited for me to respond of some sort. Because it looked like I had a response, and then they passed their priority. Sweet. Okay. Alright, make a token, sure. Life total is getting low. That is absolutely faux show. Silver Smoke Ghoul. Okay. We definitely want to kill this Veto in soon. Those are 4/4s. Alright, well, get a Gargaroth out, you know. Might as well. So then we can turn the other stuff into Gargaroths later. Yep, life's great. Do I just swing in with everything here? It's a lot of damage. They do have some blocks where they can kill shapeshifters. We want to keep one shapeshifter alive to kill a Veto. I think this is fine. They can block and sacrifice itself. Okay, yeah, I'm fine with that. As long as this board gets smaller, it makes Gargaroth better. And having more Gargaroths is even better than that. We have to kill Veto on the next turn, although they give protection from blue, which means we can still get in for green. Yeah, life's great. Although they could choose green for the bears side of it. Let's see if they recognize that. But still, we get rid of an all-seed life's bounty then. And life's even greater. Alright, try to kill Veto. Deal damage equal to its power. Nice. Oh, is it just each creature with power 4 greater? Man, we didn't actually get to do Absorb Identity because I was trying to play it in the right sequence for everything, like have more stuff out. But Absorb Identity would have been really awesome on that turn too. So choose up to one target creature or planeswalker. Each creature with power 4 or greater. That's interesting. Cool. I like it. Up against Ace Master, and we will definitely mulligan this hand. We need some untapped lands. This is better. We don't have any 1-drops, and so it's gonna be kind of nice. First play is Bloodline Pretender, though. Into Giant's Grass, which could be actually pretty sweet. Do we keep this? This isn't that amazing. We have the Absorb Identity, but we don't have any like 2-drop, which, sure, I'm gonna keep it. We drop. I guess we drop the Absorb Identity. Unless we have lots of shapeshifters, I don't really need it right now. Yes, that is the main comp piece that we want to go off with, but I'd rather top deck it after we find some other shapeshifters to play. Ooh. Not good. Not good at all. Pass the turn. By the way, I have some sweet sleeves here from Great Viking Games down below. This is the Uro sleeves. I know Uro's gone now and it's hated among all people, but that's some flippin' awesome art. So if you guys are looking for any new cosmetics, that kind of stuff, I know some people are willing to dive into cosmetics, and those that love it, and those that don't. But if instead of having to dive into buy secret layers, all that kind of stuff, you can actually get Uro sleeves, whatever sleeves come out from the secret layer stuff, by buying codes. You can get them a lot of different places. I really like Great Viking Games. It's really quick, easy, and as soon as you buy it, you have it, and that's just one of the nice things about it. So anyway, check out those guys down below. You guys have shown that you really like their stuff, and so anyway, I really appreciate it, and yeah, check it out. So I'm guessing that they have a snake in hand. What is this? 2-mana 3/3 with Defender. This is actually a little bit terrifying. So as long as you have a power creature with 4 or greater, it can attack as though it didn't have Defender. That's a pretty powerful 2-mana scary play. So now if they have Yorvo, now if they have the Troll, now if they have any of the big 4-drops, this becomes terrifying. They just play another 3/3. We're so screwed, you know? But we can steal whatever big thing they play, and so then that'll be great. So let's put this on Beast. We definitely want a blue source now, because I think this is our best play. Oh dear. Yep. Oh, we're so dead. So very, very dead. There we go. We did it. We done did it. Ha. And now I think actually we might be favored to win. This is the whole point of Giant's Grasp in the deck. So we target a giant that we control. Bloodline Pretender happens to be a giant. We're going to steal your Questing Beast. Those guys can't attack in anymore. Attack. I'm not going to jump block. Hopefully they don't have removal. I guess I should hold it up for jump blocks. Why not? Okay, down to 16 past the turn, and now we have a Questing Beast. How about that? And then we get Gargaroth on the next turn. Gargaroth on the turn after, and that should be hopefully enough to keep us alive. We'll see. The Questing Beast number 2. All right, so we're gonna eat this one up. I think I'm gonna try to keep our Questing Beast alive. We will take 7. And that hurts a lot. But then we get a Gargaroth. If they do ever kill this, they end up losing one of the Questing Beasts anyway. So, you know, obviously we're not worried about that right now. No attacks past the turn. Now we have some bigger blocks. And I'm not as worried. Ginger Brute. Oh, that's annoying. All right, we need to keep our Gargaroth alive to not be dead. Don't be dead, dude. Because we need to gain the 3 life to outpace the Ginger Brute's brutalness. Yes! We got him! So they couldn't swing with Questing Beast. I think what their best play was is just to hold back the Questing Beast, kill Gargaroth. We gained 3 life. We did have another Gargaroth to play on the next turn, things like that. But opponent skips it up. We'll take it. Playing in free play, by the way, right now, just because this is a janky deck and it deserves to be played against jankier decks. And so that's what we're doing today. All right, we don't have any blue mana, but we have 3 things we can potentially play with a land. I'm going to go ahead and try this out. Yeah, it's a 2-land hand, but like I always say, if I don't keep 2-land hands, I don't play Magic. So we're going to keep it today. That's not a land either. Oh no. One nice thing about Realm Walker is if we can play things off the top of our library, we can hopefully dig a little bit deeper to find more lands. So in some ways, this also ramps us up. Not ramp, but like it helps us find our lands a little bit as well. Foretell. Oh no. Oh no. Oh man, what are the odds of that happening? It definitely can't be high. I wish there was the calculator here as well. This sends up the percentages. All right, that's something. Okay, something's probably gonna get countered. Let's throw out the Pretender. It's the best thing to get out early anyway. They might want to know what we choose, so we're gonna choose Beast. Or we can choose just whatever we want to, right? You know, just have some fun with it. But we will choose Beast. Now they know. Now they'll fear us forever and ever. Forever and ever. Down to 18. All right, so yeah, we have 34% chance to still hit a land. That would be amazing. Amazing. By the way, MTG Assistant is available for you down in the description below. Whenever you want it, you know? Let's go. They're going to counter something at some point, right? Which one do I want to resolve more? Bears of Litjara? I think it's Bears of Litjara. This is something that they have to answer. We do play it before combat because this gets a little bit bigger. We like bigger dudes. All right, so let's put this on Beast as well. Cat. Yeah, we are playing beasts. And look, there's a beast off the top. I'd totally play that if I could. Swing in. We might be able to actually make this work. As long as they don't kill any of our stuff. Like, let's say they start building up something else here. Oh, yeah, what have they foretold? There's only... So, Behold the Multiverse is a thing. Raisin Borrower. Okay, cool. Down to 17. As long as they're not killing our stuff, though, we get to still go somewhat wide. And that's the dream. We're definitely playing janky stuff. Oh my gosh, I hate people that just end pass turn, go. Oh, I should have chosen elephant. Although I think I want that as a land instead. So let's go ahead and swing in first. Get in for 3. Yeah, let's just play it out again. This is hopefully something that's not as scary, and so they're not going to worry about it as much. Saw it coming. Ravenlore. Ooh, lolly. It's a lot of draw. So it is just snow control. Snow tempo. Wouldn't mind... We'll see here. Yeah, keeps 3 on top. That's always good sign. Let's put this on Beast again. Another land. What do you think the odds are that they have counterspells now? Shark Typhoon. That could actually work out very well for us. So we could bounce a shark, turn all our stuff into whatever, how big this shark can get. Oh, that sounds really fun. All right, so they're tapped out. So we play Bears of Litjara, create a beast, swing in for some damages. Down to 8, pass the turn. So let's say that they have a really big shark. So yeah, let's say they play out like another Shark Typhoon here. I have a 6/6. I'm not sure that's what they do. I think they got to be playing like more Brazen Borrowers, more small things. But oh boy, if they have a big sharks at some point, we turn all of our stuff into a big shark. Life is great. All right, Alrund's Epiphany. There's a 7/7. That's annoying for sure. We might just be dead if they have another one of those. And I'm kind of assuming that this Foretold one is Epiphany. Yeah. I think that's just game. See, 7 and then 14. Yeah, so that's game. Good game, sir. You got us. Yeah. If I had held up 2 mana to be able to play this as well, which we just didn't hit our lands for forever. That's okay. Down to 11. They untap, have another turn, they kill us. Yeah, we're done. Good job, sir. Darn it. All right, I'm against Lib. Or Libby? Lib? We're going to call her Lib. Him Lib? Lib. All right, so we have 2 2-drops. So we have okayness with some of these lands. So I'm going to hold off on the Fabled Passage. We don't necessarily need blue mana until turn 4. Hopefully we'll find another land if need be. Mammoth. Selfless Savior. Okay, okay. All right, Guardian Gladewalker, counter on itself. It's a blocker. Ha. Sorry. Youthful Valkyrie. Blue mana. Nice. We're gonna go Realm Walker. I want more Shapeshifters out before Bears. The Bears. Although this is good removal and maybe we should be getting out a little bit early. I don't know. All right, let's go Beast. Still. Mythos of Luna is interesting. No attacks past the turn. So definitely Righteous Valkyrie coming. So I want to hold up Brazen Borrower for sure. There's an Absorb Identity. That's a big deal. All right, grab blue manas. Youthful Valkyrie can also be pretty nice for us to turn stuff into. Oh, dang, I guess got rid of our Absorb Identity, huh? Oh, well. Oops. Mythos of Illuna onto Righteous Valkyrie. Anything that we play now also is a Cleric and Angel. And now we have a blocker. Take that, fool! Brazen Bar might have been better. I don't know. No attacks. Pass the turn. Now we can gain life like the best of limbs. All right, worst case scenario here is like a Cleric that gains life. Or 2 Angels. Anything gets them up to the 27 mark. Bad stuff. We know we're not getting a land next turn. It'd be really nice to be able to play Lit-Jara and hold up Brazen Bar, or both of these gain enough life. Starnheim. Mm-hmm. Not to 27, though. All right, block here, take 2. Down to 17. That's not a land off the top, and that is actually a bad thing. Do I need to hold up the Brazen Bar for next turn? They swing all in. We can bounce it on the turn after. Hit in for a bunch. Bears Lit-Jara also could be really good here. I just want to hit a land off the top so I can get up to Gargaroth, because Gargaroth is huge. Absorb Identity. Ooh. That's also pretty big. All right, let's go on Beast again still. Yeah, Cleric, enter the battlefield, gain a little bit of life. No attacks. I guess we could attack right now, right? What do they kill? We need blockers. All right, so any Angel that they can play, and with Starnheim Aspirant, this could be a really, really bad turn. Bad things definitely can happen here. Retribution. Turn everything into the 4/4 Angel. I wouldn't mind bouncing this right now. That's enough for lethal, huh? Huh. Let's see here. I guess we just block like that. Keep ourselves alive. Let's try this out. So taking 14. Oh dear. So we can turn these two guys into angels. I can bounce this, it becomes a 4/4. Not enough to actually do damage, although we could stop them from having as much there. We have to put this onto the Righteous Valkyrie. So absorb identity of Righteous Valkyrie. Does this have vigilance? Giving our others have vigilance would have been pretty nice. Take action. kill the Retribution. Gain 9 life. Yeah, sure. I guess, yeah, this is what we're doing. I could get them down below 27 by swinging in here. I have to swing with 2 creatures, though. I have to hit with enough to keep him actually below 27 and then not die in the backswing. So... because if we don't stop them at being at 27, I think we do just die, because these stop being angels on the next turn. We don't actually have blockers. So yeah, swing in. We'll lose one of them. And that's fine. Okay, down to 24. We survive another turn. I'm not sure how much that's going to help us, but oh boy, do we survive that other turn. Yep, those guys get big. Do we actually survive another turn? So far, yes. Yes, we do. Barely. Land for Gargaroth, I think, is our only hope. Land for Bears and Brazen. Go to 1. Oh. Well, we did the thing, you know? We did the thing. And so, sure. We're done here. We're gonna gain 2 more life and then be out of here. Concede. we kind of did the thing. It is, man, that's one of the biggest issues with this deck, though, is that changelings themselves happen to not be that great. They're just good enough to be fun, and that's what we're here for. All right, up against Moon, and keep this, I suppose. Definitely need to find another land to make this a good hand. All right, play out Mammoth, pass the turn. Glade Walker. If we make a copy, let's say that they have like some sort of discard with Yorion, which is possible if they have the Lantern, Doom Foretold, whatever, some stuff for discard, and we copy a permanent. If we copy a Mammoth here, would it copy the Valley side or would it copy the Mammoth side? Just asking in general, just like, that's intriguing. How about that? All right, pass turn. Definitely wish I had found an untapped land there. That would have been nice. Brazen Bar, I'm not sure if we're going to bounce anything in a Yorion deck, but sure. That will bounce. Sure. That's actually one of the better things to kind of bounce in a Yorion matchup, right? Double blue or double green? We have more green sources, barely. So we can run into those easier. I guess we grab the thing that we need now, but Gargaroth definitely is something I'd rather have more of. But I think I do want to play Brazen Borrower at instant speed here. Let's just kind of keep pressuring damage in the early game. Turn 4 is the time they usually play some sort of board wipe. Now they won't be able to do much. Brazen Borrower should be grand. Fable Passage. All right, we need to find a Masked Vandal and have stuff dead. All right, attack in. Board wipe is still a big possibility. Is this a Doomscar already? See, we have all form to play on the next turn too, or yeah, I think I go ahead and just kind of force. If they don't have board wipe, then we're in great shape. If they do have it, then hopefully we just find one land and get Gargaroth every turn, and hopefully that's enough to beat them. Put it on beast. That's a land off the top. They draw an extra card. Yeah, so that is Doomscar. As expected, Maze Mind Tome. And then Gargaroth. I guess if I knew it was coming, I shouldn't be playing that out anyway. Whatever. There's a small chance they didn't board wipe. And just like started playing out more value, which is maybe even worse for us. So at the moment, creating beasts is more important. We have things to play for the next 2 turns. Card draw could be definitely great. Ooh, black mana. No removal. Draws a card. We get in for a hit. A big hit. Ooh, and we could bounce one of these guys too. And then hold a Brazen Borrower. I think that gives us lethal. All right, so beast. Okay, down to 5. We can create lethal with Brazen Borrower or keeping this guy on board. All right, so I definitely want to bounce something before they untap. Drawing 1 extra card. Having lots of extra mana is pretty good. Although I think the card draw definitely is what I'm more scared of. So bounce this. Pass the turn. Now, even if they have the mana for board wipes or anything like that, they hopefully just won't have enough answers in hand to deal with 2 creatures so that then Brazen Borrower can kill. Hopefully no life gain. They're a turn away from being able to use that with gain life with Maze Mind Tome. Let us hope. Yay, we got it. It's kind of annoying how we win games and we don't do anything fun. You know, it's just the good stuff that you do, and that's how you win games. It's kind of a bummer, but I mean, yeah. I'm glad Brazen Borrower and Gargaroth are good cards. Yay! All right, up against plus Ultra. United States of America smash! Yeah, okay. That makes me happy. Keep this. Oh, man. The writing of some things, though, is just so awful at the same time. All right, Play Out Forest. Ruin Crab is annoying. Keep drawing big, expensive stuff, even better. Oh, that's all the lands we wanted off the top. This is gonna be rogues. No, it's something different. We'll hold off. I'm okay playing against Mill. I know some people absolutely hate it with every part of their soul. And for me, yeah, I don't like it that much. Oh, I should totally put it onto the Ruin Crab. For me, but this is my thoughts on Mill. Just winning by having 20 points of life, dying every time it is fun that there's an alternative method. There's cards that say win the game, and everyone likes those. You know, there's other things that happen. Oh, it's cool. We can turn all of our stuff into Ruin Crabs. I just realized, oh my gosh, life is great. Well, didn't hit a land because they're all in there. Sure, you can kill it. Bounce a Ruin Crab. Slow him down a whole 1 mana. Take that, fool. Sure. They're willing to replay it? Daring right there. That would be awesome, though. If we get a bunch of shapeshifters, turn them all into Ruin Crabs, and then mill them out. I don't think it's going to happen this time, though. We got so much disruption here. That's a rogue. Is this Grixis rogues? All right, Mass Vandal. Do I not have a creature to exile? Is it only something an opponent controls? All right, well, we're out of here. Everything went so wrong so fast there. Up against Frozen Cajun, and can we keep this hand? We have Absorb Identity. I want this to work. I want it so bad. So lead off a Fable Passage, pass the turn, get ourselves up to that Realm Walker on turn 3. And then we should have all the stuff off the top of the deck. We should be able to find more things. Up against Blue Snow. That's gonna suck. Come on. Don't do it to me. Good draw. Bears. Good draw. Is this 2 Ruin Crab decks in a row? Realm Walker can be pretty nice. We have a Beast in hand already. What am I looking for? Yeah, sure. Beast still. I mean, if it survives, I'd rather be able to have a chance to hit more Gargoths before they mill out, you know? So as long as we hit our 5th land at some point, might start wanting to hold up like a negate. Phrase tutelage. We read up against Mill 2 times in a row. What's up with this? I'm okay with Mill, but I mean, come on. All right, I want to crack this while we still have mana to crack it with. Get out a, I guess, yeah, Forest. Realm Walker on Beast. Or let's go Elephant on this one. Man, all right, we still have an Absorb Identity in hand. That's all that matters. We need so many Ruin Crabs to actually get enough mana, but if we find like a Fable Passage and we have basic lands still in the deck at some point, then, you know, we could do stuff. Oh boy, we sure can. Oh, gosh. Turning everything into a Gargaroth could also be really nice. Landfall, Masked Vandal, actually an awesome draw here. And the Mammoth, both awesome draws here. That keeps some power on board, right? So yeah, play Mammoth off the top. I want this countered instead, so we can Masked Vandal kill the tutelage. I guess we could hold up the negate as well. All right, let's attack in first. Killing this is vital for us at the moment. Is holding up a negate to stop a Into the Story even more important though? Probably. Let's hold up negate. Heartless Act. How do we win? Turning everything into a Mammoth and hitting it for more could be very good. Okay, that dies. That's fine. Let's try for the Masked Vandal. All right, they didn't have removal. Okay, that goes away. All right, that's at least good. I wouldn't mind a land off the top here. Do we go for Absorb Identity? I don't know. I think I'd rather get Gargaroth out and try to Absorb Identity onto that. That's a Fable Passage on the top, at least. All right, so I can have 2 5/5s, or I can try playing out a Gargaroth. All right, let's play this out. Hold up negate for now. And they've been able to keep their life total high, which is annoying. Drown in the lock. What I'd rather... Absorb Identity also kind of counters it as well, right? And I can just always replay it. All right, let's just do that. Now what you gonna block? A Ruin Crab. Take that, fool. Do I want to hold up the negate though? Oh, thanks. I think we need the power on board. Extinction Event would be awful, but yeah, let's just hope they don't have Extinction Event. We got rid of 2 Drown in the Locks now, or dodged, or no, not Drown in the Lock, but whatever. They're down to 14. We still have half our library. We're in okay shape. It's not amazing, but we're in okay shape. Murderous Rider, okay. Wouldn't mind the land off the top, actually, here. Tutelage, hey! Rude. I really would like a land so I can Gargaroth and play up negate, but now we're just going to play it out. If we find a Masked Vandal, we probably go for that as well. Barriers of Litjara also might be better than just the Gargaroth. Absorb Identity. Another one. Alright, well, definitely get out Gargaroth. Hopefully it survives. 1 card left. They can draw with Castle Locthwain. Mill us a little bit more there. Giant's Grasp can actually be pretty... Would have been pretty nice. That's still a Ruin Crab from them. Alright. We can potentially win with the Absorb Identity. I guess not quite. Extinction Event. Ah, rude. Let's use Thirst. Cool. Alright, Bloodline Pretender on Beast. Pass the turn. Yep, Mill 2. 18 cards left. Can we kill them before that? Murderous Rider actually is really annoying now. Into the Story. We just need to hold up. Yes! Take that, fool. Perfect. Perfect, perfect, perfect. Not the perfectest of hand. That's bad. Thanks. Down to 19. Sorry, 9. The hard part with Murderous Rider is if we bounce it, they just have more removal again. So we have to deal with it in another way. Mythos of Luna. That's a way to draw a card. Is that worth drawing card though? We are milling ourselves a little bit more if we do that. I could copy the Murderous Rider, but that doesn't help us here. Which side do I want to play out most? The Brazen Borrower side, right? They can gain life here, though. I can drop the Absorb Identity, which doesn't really do anything here. It does do enough to turn this into a Gargaroth, potentially, you know? So we'll hold off. Maybe bouncing the Tutelage would be better. I don't know. Swing in. Down to 7. Or we keep hitting. Oh boy, do we ever. Now they're going to want to hold on to the Murderous Rider for the Brazen Borrower, I think. We're holding Multiverse. Yeah, draw more cards. Going down to 7. Draw a card up down to 6. This ain't looking great, guys. Not looking great at all. We're trying so hard though, man. Putting all the efforts in. We don't have our cat. The cat would have been nice to be able to kill us too. Yeah, that's right. You mill now. Take that, fool. How does it feel? Not a beast. A way to stop Murder Shredder a little bit. Bounce and hit in. Or get out Brazen Borrower. And we can bounce on the next turn. They have 2 cards in hand. We potentially have 1 more turn. So whatever I do here needs to be what gives us to lethal. Having Mammoths on the battlefield could be really nice. Having Brazen Borrower could be really nice. Fable Passage won't really do anything for us. But we could potentially still hit a land. So pass the turn. Mill 2 cards. Can you draw a card? They actually don't have enough with Castle Locthwain to do it. So if they found a black source, maybe. Them drawing would actually give us a higher chance of killing too, maybe? I don't know. This is really funky. Those 3 cards have to be something good, or they could all be lands. And we might actually have a shot. Okay, Murder Shredder hits in. We will block with Mammoth. Yeah. If we hit a land, we still have lethal. We have 5, 7, plus 3, 10. Shadow's Verdict. Take action, why not? Man, that just means we have less turns to hit, though. Yeah, that's... I should have probably just gotten out the Brazen Borrower anyway. Okay, there's Ruin Crab. I mean, sure. You're not technically dead yet, my friend. Because we can still draw the 1 and be fine. Alright, now we're dead. Good game. Strange tutelage, yep. Alright, they had it all. Oh, yep. Good game, sir. That was at least fun. Fun to try. Alright, so what did we learn from this one, guys? Is Absorber Identity a good card? Yes, I think so. The issue is that changelings are not very good. I think I needed more Guardian Glade Walkers. I think we needed more cheaper ones. Like, I really wish there was a 1-mana changeling. That would be so good, but there's just not. Like, I think it's frustrating that kind of keeps happening with it, which does make sense to an extent. But come on, just give us... All it would have to be is a 1-mana 1/1 changeling in a color that's good enough to play, you know? And why not just give us that, you know? Like, why not? That would just be amazing. That would be fun stuff. There's so much more fun that can be had with Magic if you do something like that. Yeah, that would make Bears of Lich even more busted, but why not give us a chance to have busted stuff, you know? I'm a little bit frustrated, Wizards, that they don't give us some of those key pieces. It's like, come on, like, of course you give us something like that. Like, that's all it has to be, is a 1-mana 1/1 with changeling, and that goes into so many decks. Like, suddenly it's an amazing card. It's a good uncommon card right there, where it's powerful stuff. Would it see play in every deck? No. Like, anyway, so I think that's a bummer that we don't have stuff like that. I really wish Wizards would have done it for us, but that's all right. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, please leave a like, subscribe, all that stuff. We didn't get the full combo of turning stuff into Gargross, whatever. We had it like we were going to do it the next turn. People scooped. We did get to turn our stuff into other people's stuff a few times. We did get to play Absorb Identity at least a couple times. So the deck is fun. It's silly. I hope you guys enjoyed it. And yeah, see you guys next time. Bye.